What a nice day it is today. I wonder how my new video's doing.
How in the actual fuck?
Jokes aside, I'm genuinely thankful for all of the support I've gotten recently. Seriously, I did not expect my latest video to blow up that much. I've been getting a lot of suggestions recently where I should talk about other YouTubers who could be just as bad, if not worse, than Multiversal AU Hub, so I'll try to cram them all into this video. And without further ado, let's get it started. The first suggestion comes from someone called James HTF, who wants me to make a video on him or Be Correct Key, aka Sylvie. I'm gonna choose to talk about Sylvie instead, since James seems like a chill guy and I'll probably save the video on him for later. I tried to do the most research I could, and by that I mean watching several YouTube videos about Sylvie, so if I get anything wrong, make sure to correct me in the comments. To quote Aesthetic Anime King 2K8, Sylvie is basically a pervert, a pedophile, a groomer, a gleophile, a polygamist, a cancel cultures reporter, and a gaslighter. She basically simped for a character who was way older than her and already had a wife, committed polygamy by dating multiple minors while she was 18, liked an inappropriate picture of Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls, and also sent Team Fortress 2 Corn to Aesthetic Anime King 2K8 when she was 15 and when he was 12. And that's only a few things that she did, by the way. And as of right now, she's trying to hide her actions with a different name, which is Sylviex or Sylviex. I don't know. Oh, and she also traced CSAM artwork on Fur Affinity. The guy who I mentioned before, who is James, he reported it to the Fur Affinity staff, and the artwork got taken down. And apparently, Sylvie was throwing a fit over this. What? Like, it's pathetic, and it's almost funny. She did that to herself, so why is she mad? She literally did this to herself. She basically broke the rules of that site. I don't know, I haven't been to that site before. I don't know the rules over there, but since James reported it to the staff, that means it was against the rules. So, if Sylvie drew this, knowing it was against the rules, why is she throwing a fit over the fact that it got removed? Like, she literally did this to herself. She's also a complete hypocrite. She keeps calling James HTF a pedophile, even though she's literally one herself. And from what I've heard, she's still a pedophile to this day. She's probably still grooming minors, which is just extremely horrible. I didn't really do a deep dive into who she is and every single thing she's done since, well, I felt kind of lazy. But I promise that won't be the case for the next few YouTubers I'm going to talk about. Speaking of which, this next suggestion is from someone called Carver the One. They want me to talk about a user called Henry the Cute Robot Boy Anime 2009. According to Carver, Henry makes himself look like a victim and cries about stuff that he treats like perfection, has the stupidest reasons to like and hate stuff, and takes his ADHD too far and can't go 1 second without a hug. As I'm making this video, he recently made a post that says, I feel like admitting my wrongdoings. 1. Quitting YouTube and coming back anyways. 2. Crying every time that I don't earn subscribers. 3. Ranting on an innocent user. 4. Claiming that nobody knows who I am. You know, he's admitting what he's doing is wrong, you know. He's aware of what he's doing. But then you get to the post that he posted 17 hours ago, and he says, uh-oh, I really don't want to tell anyone who I am, otherwise I would cry if I did. And literally every single one of his posts is practically like this. They always just whine about not having a hug, and that nobody knows who they are, and that they're gonna cry if they don't get any new subscribers. Like, bro, literally every single one of his posts is just a secondhand embarrassment generator. I want you to guess how old this guy is. Maybe it's in the name? 2009? You guessed correctly! This guy's 16 years old and he's acting like a child on the internet. I'm just hoping he's not faking his ADHD. And besides, he really isn't worse than Multiversal AU Hub. Multiversal AU Hub makes corn for attention, while this guy's just begging for attention and hugs. So, in conclusion, there isn't really anything problematic about Henry. He just begs for attention and hugs, and, well, he takes his ADHD too far. He's aware and unaware of his actions at the same time. Somehow. Yeah, there's not really much to say about this guy. Anyways, on to the next YouTuber. This suggestion comes from Mikkel Skoglund Robstad. I think that's how you say their name. And they suggested that I should talk about Merg. If you don't know who he is, he's a fairly popular Undertale / Deltarune YouTuber.
They're having sex.
You know, he's covered a lot of Undertale fan games, and he's the no-hit guy. And now it's about time I address the elephant in the room. He's become a lot more freaky. What the f- According to Mikkel's comment, Merg has kid-like animation, but his videos are kinda suggestive. Okay, I know this might sound kinda crazy, but just because something is animated doesn't automatically make it for kids. What made you think it was for kids anyway? There's nothing in Merg's videos or even his about section that says his channel is for kids. And the videos are just mildly suggestive and that's it. It's nothing that YouTube should take down or anything. And besides, his content is still pretty good. Sure, there's the usual freaky animation, but overall, his content is pretty good. And I end up coming back to the channel from time to time to watch his videos again. But hey, maybe this is just some unpopular opinion that I have, and maybe it's just nostalgia talking because I used to watch his videos when I was a kid, you know, before they were freaky and all that. So yeah, Merg is still really the same person that he was a few years ago. The only difference is that he's a gooner now. And finally, the last suggestion for this video was from someone called Haddles37. Their comment reads, "So I do know a YouTuber called Tamers who has been terminated at least 3 times. I think for copyright, but it could also be for sexual content. He's also making Dandy's World videos, but before you all get mad at Tamers, don't. He actually makes pretty quality content, and not fetish brain rot. Also, all of the sexual content he might have potentially got banned for would be something like a 3-second joke of Applejack and Big Mac, he makes MLP stuff too, talking about their inbred family. He also doesn't use AI and draws everything by hand. He also sometimes does animations, and he seems like he actually plays the game and isn't just doing Dandy's World content for popularity. You should go check him out. Edit. Forgot to mention, some of his videos are age restricted, which MAU doesn't do. So I searched up Tamers on YouTube and was greeted with this. That's certainly a profile picture. I decided to only watch his most popular video, which was called Dandy's World, The Death of Sprout Seedly. That's already a kinda weird thumbnail. What are my thoughts on the video?
This dweeb ran over me with a lawnmower.
Something. The animation style basically had 2 sides throughout the entire video. Actual good-looking animation, and characters having big butt cheeks. Was the video bad? Not really. I found a few parts of it funny. There was a few parts that included farting and armpit sniffing, but I'm pretty sure that was just there because it was funny and not because it was supposed to be sexual. I even looked at 2 other videos which were animation memes, and the animation there is actually good. So Tamers actually has some skill in animating. He just prefers to use it on stuff that cannot be taken seriously. So thank you, Tamers. The homosexual speaks true will now become one of my vocal stems. But I'm only looking at the good side of things. I still have to keep in mind the fact that he got terminated at least 3 times for making sexual content. But it's almost hard to believe that, judging by at least one of the videos that I watched, and the 2 animation memes as well. So I found another channel that's basically an archive of Tamer's old videos before he got terminated. I saw one of the thumbnails for those videos and, let's just say I completely understood why he got terminated 3 times. And that's basically it. Those are all of the somewhat questionable YouTubers that I had to talk about today. If you agree or disagree with my opinions, then make sure to leave a comment down below so you can let me know about that. And maybe you could leave me a suggestion as well for the next YouTuber I could talk about. So yeah, that's basically it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!